me because I've heard about her, and shooting is a big deal. Now, years later, she may have regretted that because she couldn't get rid of me. When I got to high school, I was Mrs. Storm's secretary for 2 years, student secretary for 2 years. I ended up being president of student council. I was in a reading to achieve class, okay? So I'm telling you, she couldn't get rid of me. And all that time with Mrs. Storms, in observing her lessons on leadership, I know definitely influenced me in the position I am today and how I interact with students and help them become better leaders. And I know without a doubt that she set me and helped solidify the path that I'm on today. The lessons I learned from Mrs. Storms about project management, about time management, about motivation, about event planning, about leadership in general, they're all things that I use regularly. She taught me about my sphere of influence. And she taught me about the importance of seeing issues from different perspectives. And on top of that, she was just a lot of fun to be around. I know you all know that. I've got great memories of her, but one sticks out in my mind. She had sent me on a shopping trip to get some supplies for something. I don't remember what it was. Again, probably just to spend some time alone away from me. She sent me to St. James, too, which was good. And she sent me with a specific list. I got to the store and I got down and I couldn't find the one exact item that she wanted. So I called her and I said, Mrs. Storms, I can't find, this. I don't remember what it was. I can't find this. But I have all these other options. This is what I can do. And she said, Charles, I trust your judgment. And I think about that one sentence all the time. See, teachers interactions like that with Mrs. Myers and Mrs. Storms, they use their authority to empower me. So, in my current work now, I think about all of those things all the time. I think about how I can empower my students to make good decisions, how I can educate them about leadership, how I can encourage them to reach their goals and challenge themselves. And the teachers I told you about this morning all use their authority to do the same for me. They use their authority to encourage. They use their authority to educate. And they use their authority to empower. Now, those activities and many more of those, I could talk forever, I think, about the great educators that I experienced here at Rolla Public Schools. But I think that they, without a doubt, use that authority that I talked about to empower me in my work today. And I'm so grateful for it. So I want to thank all of you in this room who influenced me while I was here. Thank you all who I did not have the chance to have as teachers and influencers. But thank you for your work, for what you're doing for Rolla. Best of luck this year. Thanks so much.